Well, Aries, this is a time of truth. And it may even be truth that you know or that you're aware of already on some level. But I think that it's even more specific for you, as that you just want to get to know. You're at a place and a point in your life where it's like, no more BS. I want to know the truth. And it's not about an argument or you're shouting at somebody, no more BS. It's that if I'm lying to myself, I want to be wrong and I want to know the right thing. You're just done bumping your ass around in the dark. And so whatever the answers are, or whatever you have to do for them, you really want to get down to it. Now, this could require learning or reaching out to somebody who has more experience than you. Whatever way is what you're serious and what you're intent on is just getting to the bottom of something. And that could very well be either just learning the truth. We're going to get into the rest of your reading, or education, like educating yourself somehow on whatever it is. You know, this is a general reading. So whatever it is, you could be educating yourself as to, why do I have relationship problems? You could be educating yourself in astrophysics. Whatever it is, the key to your success right now is openness to learning. That's what it is. Learning something that you don't know, which means, of course, at first, admitting that you don't know something. Right? And you're like, yeah, I'm like, it's like at this point, there's sort of like an exacerbated, like not exacerbated, like you're exhausted. That's what the word, like you're exhausted. You're kind of like just done not knowing. So it's like, okay, what do I got to do? What do I got to do to know? Angel of Miracles, open your heart and expect a miracle. See, but this is not about love. It's like, I'm opening your heart, which I'm just going to try something new. I'm going to try something that I never tried before. and I don't know what to expect. I'm not going to even expect anything, except I'm going to take this leap of faith and know that I know right now, I don't know what I need to know. And so I'm going to take this leap of faith in, I'll find something out. That's where you're at. Very innocent way of going about life. It's like, I may mess up, I may fall. But it doesn't matter, because I don't want to stay where I am. And then we have good fortune, invite in magic. This is in the past and it's in reverse. So what this is telling me is you're kind of like done with all the bad choices, or you're done with all it never works out. Why does it never work out? Guys, this doesn't have to be your whole life. Right? This is probably just a portion of your life that is specifically always gotten you. Like it's just that little like thorn in your side of, why do I always fail at this? Why does this in particular never work out for me? Why? This is constant, and it's just bugging you. Now, you've never tried to go about discovering this in this way. I mean, maybe you're trying therapy, right? Like I said, maybe you're trying to go back to college, but the thing is, you've never tried it before. And now it's like you're almost so desperate. You're just like, somebody help me out here. Because what I want to do is I want to know what's really going on. And clearly, it's like almost Aries. I'm going to say this. I love you guys. You are the warrior. It's like you're putting up your white flag. You're saying, I give up. I surrender. I've lost. I've lost this battle and I need help. I need help, or I'm never going to win this war. That's kind of like the mentality right now. And you know what? Good for you, because that means that you are at a place where your life is, you are not accepting anything less than real change and real progress, in spite of your ego, your self-esteem, your potential humiliation, any fears that you have. You're like, all that shit, I'm just going to get that shit in check, because it's more important for me to understand and know. And I love that energy. That is courage. I have to say that, good on you, because that, in a nutshell, that's courage. Because courage exists in the face of fear, right? It does. And that's what you've got, and that's what you're showing. That is like brave, okay? So I'm like, awesome. You guys rock. Now, while I'm shuffling these other cards, if you like this video so far, show me that you like it by actually liking the video, and then subscribe to the channel down below. Bing, hit that button, and remember to ring that bell and select all notifications. Aries, I upload your content every single Thursday along with Gemini and Taurus. So yeah, so that you know, before 6 a.m. LA time. And there's always an extended video. If you love this message, then you're really going to love the extended. Then you want it to continue. And that's what happens in the extended. We get really dig deep, talk about, it's like an almost personal reading. And then your romance specific reading is over there too. Anyway, just want to let you guys know that. So thank you for your patience. Writing. That's your goal. That's your goal, is to move forward. Your goal is progress. And at this point, what I love about you is you don't even know which direction that progress is going in. You don't even care. You want progress because you're tired of being stuck. Sailing, you could actually be traveling. When you get sailing and traveling, you could be gearing up to going somewhere. Getting ready to go somewhere, getting out of a stagnated place. Yeah, just traveling. And maybe that's just something that you need right now. Kind of like 555, you need a change of space. You need a change of pace. You need a change of space. You need an actual change in where you physically are. You need a change, because sailing is exploring. It's like getting out of the norm. There might have been sort of just a clogged aspect to your life. Yeah, I mean, hello. We were all in quarantine, right? So that could literally be it. But it's almost like you need to get up and go somewhere. Aries, please. Aries. I will pray. You're going back to faith too. Yeah, you're returning to that sense of spirituality. That's the level of humility that you're at right now. This sense of, I'm just going to give it up to God. Prayer. How long has it been since I prayed? I stopped praying when I, went through my confirmation when I was in the 8th grade. Like how long is it? How long has it been since I prayed? This is prayer. You're just going to start praying. There's a level of I don't know what else to do in this, and that's good. Because it's like now you're giving it over to God. I am cherished. So something tells me that a lot of these issues revolve around either a specific romantic relationship or romance in general. Just not being able to find that person or find that new person. Let me tell you something. I think you've been dulling yourself down and trying to think too much about it. I feel like I got that energy for you for you in a reading a while back. Just a sense of not being able to be yourself, thinking, questioning, or second guessing yourself too much. That shit's got to stop. Yeah, and I feel like it's like this is way over on the left. And then we have good fortune in reverse. You just haven't had a lot of really good luck when it came to your romance or your relationship or finding somebody that you felt was your equal, or you travel a great deal and it interferes. Lots of things. Let's see. You can still apply this to the part of life that it matters for to you. It doesn't have to be your romance. So temptation. Oh, I don't know if it was your partners or you, but see, this also reiterates that there was always something that was a distraction. You almost had the key to happiness in your hands, but there was, that's the realization. That's one of the realizations here, Aries, is that sense of I always let myself get distracted. Maybe I was always running from love, because whenever there was a chance for me to go traveling, go touring, I got to put my work first, honey. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. That was an intentional avoidance of intimacy. That's exactly what was happening. And if it wasn't happening to you, it was happening to somebody else. There was just some temptation there. Always reaching for something on the outside because of a fear of commitment to what was right in front of them. So what were the temptations always pulling you down and distracting you from your happiness, from what you really, really do want? Transformation is now current. Now we have this transformation, like the butterfly. Yeah, like the butterfly, transforming into something that is different, something that is new, letting yourself shed your old skin. Okay, working on yourself and allowing these changes to occur in you. Aries, what do these changes mean? Okay. you know, if this is a relationship, okay, let me just do this. Don't let your past hold you back. So this is definitely like, let the past go and don't judge yourself by what you were in the past. Also don't do that. Don't do it. When this card comes up, I usually recommend that you check out and make sure that you know where your south node is, so that you know what you're really up against, where your safety, your comfort zone is. And that's your primary teacher, is your north node. So if you're really looking to expand, broaden, and improve yourself, you always get to know your north node energy and start to face those challenges and embrace those energies. And north node energy always leads you directly to success. So it's very important. South node energy essentially, generally, is you got to get out of your comfort zone and don't feel pigeonholed into your past. Let it go. That's not who you are. It doesn't even exist anymore. And then we have believe in the impossible. Conclusions are within reach. Conclusions are within reach. Okay. And then believe in the impossible. I just don't think you even realize how, and it's good. In some ways, it's kind of sad in that it makes me feel like you gave up on this hope for something better. Like you were just sort of stranded and rejected, and like you gave up on this ever either healing itself or finding a way out of this situation. You are finding your way out of the situation, and it is improving. Believe in the impossible, and conclusions are within reach. It's not so far away. It's not so far away. Aries. God, you're spread out. This has happened over a long period of time. There was reluctance, I think, to get into this messy situation. And you were more than happy to sort of ignore it and shove things in the closet. In other words, this has been building up. This mess has been building up for a long time. That's why it's taken a lot of courage for you to go back in that closet, and not in the actual closet, but like, you know, it's like trying to like sweep something under the rug or shoving all the stuff into a closet instead of actually cleaning the room. Like you're going into that closet to actually clean shit out now. That's what's happening. But in the past, take no offense and give more. I think you let too much go. You didn't confront enough. You just sort of like put more energy in. Like the more they did that insulted you or hurt you, you kind of wiped it off and you just worked harder. Wiped it off, worked harder. You gotta stop wiping it off. You start like this is like part of the problem, was that you never really completely admitted fully just how much something bothered you. And whatever that is, you need to confront that. And then we have listen to the music, finding harmony in your life, finding joy, maybe going out to concerts or just finding a place. Going out to concerts, being social again, but listen to the music. This is also a sign that says, Aries, pay very, very close attention to the songs that are playing on the radio. Messages are going to start coming through to you. Messages are going to start coming through to you through songs and through music to sort of guide your heart where it needs to go. It's also something that has to do with music, maybe making harmony with somebody and being harmonious. But I like that radio one. That's kind of what I'm pulled to. I like that. Guys, listen, I would love for you to join me every day, Monday through Friday, that is, on Instagram. Check me out, Born_without_boundaries, because we can actually interact over there. Also, I have a second channel, Astrology Motivation, where I post those daily tarot card readings after the fact. That's also where I post my weekly astrology forecast. And that's also where I post my astrology motivation videos once a week. So please do head on over there, and hopefully you'll subscribe there too. And then we have a light in the dark. And you know what? This is a shift. In other words, this is a perspective shift, Aries. This is your decision to not let the doom and gloom get to you. Like there's a lot of shit here. There's a lot of reason for you to give up. This is your decision not to. This is also you not letting somebody tell you that it's impossible or cloud your shit. Like even if it looks the darkest, you're like, I'll be my own light. So you're maintaining the faith, you're keeping the faith, and you're sticking up to this sort of like fog monster that wants to make you think that there are no stars in the sky. you're like, bullshit. That, you know what? Then I'll be the star down here on earth. You, in other words, are almost courting depression. You could very well be courting depression about this. You know, be feeling yourself toggle right on that breaking point of depression. Yeah. Aries. Ooh, creativity is here. This is also passion. Creativity is here. But then what fell to the other side of, oh, okay. This is interesting. Okay, creativity is here. So this is you finding your fire again, and believing. In other words, if it doesn't exist, I'm going to make it. Right? I'm going to make it happen. But there were these beliefs in your past. It's almost like, once again, you believe that you had to make everything happen. You had to be the source for everything starting new. And this is, it's like, I call it the cardinal curse. No, you're not really cursed. But it is that mindset of all cardinal signs that we have to be the ones making the thing, making it, doing everything. And in doing that, we kind of dismiss other people's roles or responsibilities, right? So we always end up getting exhausted. You know, with Cancerians, it's definitely in how we take care of people. With you guys, it's in, you know, what you produce. With Capricorn, it's in, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is you guys, because this is your reading. What are your beliefs in terms of your responsibility to do everything? Why do you believe that you have to do it all? Why? Like, this is an important question for you right now. Masquerade. This is either them pretending, somebody, or you know somebody's in your presence that's faking it, or you're faking it. Either way, something is not sincere here. You don't really want to do everything. That you don't want to do everything on your own. You don't want to make all these fucking decisions. You don't want to be the one that's always the source of the thing. You don't. And maybe you've played that role for too long and you're kind of like fucking done with it. You're just kind of fucking done with it. Or you're sort of done with the fakeness. Trust your instincts. If you feel like there's a person specifically in your presence that is not telling you the truth, you're right. Especially if you're dealing with a Cancerian. I don't really believe everything they say when they tell me everything's okay. Everything's not okay. You're right. Trust your instincts. This motherfucker is not being sincere or upfront. Or this is you. Not being sincere with yourself. Not being upfront. Trying to make everything be okay when it's really not. Here and now, but it's coming up in the future. So honestly, I don't think your here and now has really come yet. It's coming, but it's not arrived yet. We got to get more into that. To be fair, right now it's about balancing things out, equalizing things, finding an equal. I think that's the main purpose here. Or people who contribute, or having people around you contribute as much as you do. Here and now, in the future. Past, future, present. See, I can't. You are here. It's so cute. Past, future, be in the present moment. That's where everything lives. And that's really what we can learn through Gemini season. Is that we can, like, everything lives in the current, in the here and now. Azurite, deep emotional healing. Listen, don't stay in a situation, whether it be work or pleasure, love or whatever. Don't stay in a situation that your heart tells you this ain't right. Stop trying to convince yourself that it is. It's not. Deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences. And you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. Bam. What was the whole reading about? Don't let your past define who you are now. And get whatever help you need. Own your own divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. It's interesting because you don't really necessarily think of Aries as people pleasers, but that's bullshit. Because a lot of what you guys end up doing is based on other people's momentum and what they want, and your response to meeting the needs that they want without even thinking for a second, but is it aligned with what I want? Like, you could literally find yourself 20 fucking years later, the president of a company when you never even cared about the industry. That's the level of rocket fuel you guys ride on. But is your head on straight? And this is Unikite, answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. There you go. And this is beautiful. So you have been praying. You've been praying on this. And you've been praying. So that help has arrived. Let's get into your animal totems. These are important because these are the signs and symbols that you're going to see. They're the way that the spiritual world uses the natural world to communicate with us. We have koala, spirit has a plan. Maybe this was always destined. And it was always about looking toward the future or looking at something bigger. So there's a little bit of a divine in where you're moving, Aries. And then we have Aries. Now, you may not see an actual koala, but if you see the picture and like an image, a logo, all of that is very important right now. Pay attention to what's going on around you when you see it. Koala is it. That's all that's coming up is koala. Spirit has a plan. I feel like you know this. I feel like you can feel it in your soul. And that was the fucking frustration. Because you didn't want to wait. But the truth of the situation is you had to. Now you're not fighting anymore. Embrace the in-between. There you go. And this is Libra energy. This is to be fair. Embracing the in-between, finding a balance, and finding a way to maintain patience and faith while things are transitioning and not under your full control. And being like, all right, I don't want to control this anymore because I keep messing up. And then Lizard, dream the world into being. I haven't gotten this card out in a long time. Okay? This is you creating a new world. See this? This is your past. This almost skull that you see, like a shadow, like an image behind him, a suggested image. This guy, all he wants to do is move forward, right? But somehow he's haunted by the past. But this is where the past and the present meet. The past and the future meet is here and now. So this is like, in other words, allowing yourself to get out of your way so that your destiny can happen. And you're doing whatever it takes to do that. We're going to go into tarot really soon. I hope you guys follow me over there. That link is below. But hang around because I want to get into these angel messages for you and see what the angels have to tell you. Kindness. Can you hear the ice cream truck? So funny. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. Change. Life is a journey. It would be very unfulfilling if each step was exactly the same as the last. Because life is always changing, it is forever fresh and new. Allow your life to unfold gracefully and be grateful for what was, is, and forever will be. Big surprises are coming for you. Why? Because you want to be surprised at this point. And you're going through a transition. You're letting things happen. Adventure. Instead of seeing the current situation as an obstacle, try seeing it as an adventure. Explore all the possibilities. There are many more than you currently imagine. Instead of seeing things as either black or white, try to explore all the colors in between. Transformation through the great love that unfolds, through the great love that holds you in its embrace. You are moment by moment transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. Aries, this is a huge freaking time for you. Let's see where this is headed. We're going to go over to tarot. please join me. I'll see you guys in the extended.